What is it, citizen? What seems to be the problem? He's that thief that the Imperial Watch are always going on about. He likes to steal from rich folk. If you've got to travel, by the 9 Divines, stay on the roads. The wilderness just isn't safe anymore. We've had sightings, you see. The Daedra. Move along.
Talk to Dirham in the inn. I'm tired of this minstrel's freak show our town has turned into.
Excuse me, we have a small problem that we hope you can help us with. You may be wondering why you can't see me. We are all wondering the same thing. Everyone in Ayleswell suddenly became invisible several weeks ago. It was sort of fun at first, but the novelty has definitely worn off now. You can imagine how difficult it is to run an inn while invisible. Once you get a reputation as a haunted inn, you can just forget about it. So we've all been keeping quiet, hoping the spell will wear off. But we're running out of patience. We're sure it was Ankatar's doing, but we can't find him. If you can help us, we will be extremely grateful. He's a wizard who took up residence in the ruins of Fort Caractacus a couple of years ago. He's caused us no end of trouble with his magical experiments, but nothing as bad as this. We've tried to find him, but had no luck. If he's still living in the fort, he's hiding from us, and no wonder. If you could find him and get him to remove this cursed invisibility, we will all be in your debt. It's just to the southeast of here. Follow the path down the hill. But watch out for the invisible monsters that infest the ruins. Please the Nine with good works, and visit way shrines of Stendar for blessings of endurance. We're pretty sure he's still hiding out in Fort Caractacus, although he never answers when we've tried to find him. Bye. Go away! I don't want whatever you're selling. I told you to leave me alone. Go away! Oblivion take you! What is it you... Yes, I have been working on a new invisibility spell. As you can see, it works quite well. Why? Oh, really? Everyone in town? That must have been what all the shouting was about a few weeks ago. I'm afraid I was engrossed in an experiment that required my full attention. You see, in order to increase the efficacy of the spell, the radius was likely to approach the... Oh, never mind, I don't mean to bore you. You can tell them not to worry. The effect is not actually permanent. It should wear off eventually. Well, in a year or two, Maybe a bit more. There's no way to be absolutely sure. That's the exciting thing about basic research. Really? I find being invisible quite refreshing. But if it will get everyone to leave me alone, fine. I did work out a counterspell last week. If I can just put my hand to it. Ah, here. Stand in the center of town to make sure you get everyone. Oh, and make sure... Never mind. It should be fine. Leave me alone.
Hey, you're the one who made us visible again, right? Good show! Oh, don't get me wrong, some of my best friends are elves. But self-important jerks like Ankatar give them all a bad name. Nobody goes into the mountains but hunters and thieves on the lam. Food and shelter is hard to come by. Be seeing you.
Thank you, thank you. I can't tell you how good it feels to be able to see myself again. My sisters, on the other hand, I wouldn't mind if they had stayed invisible. Ah, me. Friend, you are welcome at the Ayleswell Inn anytime, free of charge. There's never any charge for you, friend. Upstairs, first door on the left. Goodbye. Ah, the savior of Ayleswell. Whatever you need. We haven't seen him since that whole invisibility mess. I hope it stays that way. Be seeing you.
You really enjoy this whole hero thing, don't you? Everybody fawning all over you. I'm not like that. If he's smart, he'll keep out of my way. High elf and a mage to boot, the worst kind of arrogance. I don't like you and don't want to talk to you. Just leave. Oh, it's you. My brother goes on and on about you. I know you saved us and everything, but it does get tiresome after a while. Typical Altmer. Thinks the whole world is made for his convenience. If I had my way, we'd go down there and burn him out. Let him find some other place for his little experiments. I see no reason to talk to you. Stop talking. Enough.
Stop!
I'm on your side.
We'll never forget how you saved us from Ankotar's crazy magic. What can I do for you? I say, live and let live. It was an unfortunate accident, and he helped make it right. Others in the village are not so forgiving, though. I don't blame him for keeping to himself. The people of Nibene consider themselves to be more civilized and sophisticated than Colovians. Goodbye.
I'm Brother Joffrey. What do you want? This cannot be. No one but the Emperor is permitted to handle the amulet. Let me see it. By the Nine! This is the Amulet of Kings. Who are you? How did you get this? What do you know of the Emperor's death? As unlikely as your story sounds, I believe you. Only the strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings. The Prince of Destruction he referred to is none other than Mehrunes Dagon, one of the lords of the demonic world of Oblivion. The Emperor's words, "Close shut the jaws of Oblivion," certainly suggest that he perceived some threat from Oblivion. But all the scholars agree that the mortal world is protected from the danger of Oblivion by magical barriers. I'm not sure. Only the emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient. Saint Alicia herself received it from the gods. It is a holy relic of great power. When an emperor is crowned, he uses the amulet to light the dragon fires at the Temple of the One in the imperial city. With the emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires in the temple will be dark, for the first time in centuries. It may be that the dragon fires protected us from a threat that only the emperor was aware of. I am one of the few who know of his existence. Many years ago I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blades. One night Uriel called me into his private chambers. A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket. Uriel told me to deliver him somewhere safe. He never told me anything else about the baby, but I knew it was his son. From time to time he would ask about the child's progress. Now it seems that this illegitimate son is the heir to the Septim throne, if he yet lives. His name is Martin. He serves Akatosh in the chapel in the city of Kvatch, south of here. You must go to Kvatch and find him at once. If the enemy is aware of his existence, as seems likely, he is in terrible danger. And please, let me know if there's anything you need. My resources here are limited, but I will help in any way I can. It will be safest here with me. When you return with Martin, we will figure out our next move. I keep a few things here in my chest to resupply traveling blades. Help yourself to whatever you need. Your first priority now should be to find Martin and bring him back here. One of the youngest blades ever to serve in the Emperor's personal guard. I am glad to hear that he survived, but I fear he will take the Emperor's death particularly hard. The coronation of each new emperor is sealed when he uses the Amulet of Kings to light the dragon fires in the Temple of the One. The dragon fires of Akatosh remain lit until the death of the emperor. His successor then lights them anew upon ascending to the throne. With Emperor Uriel dead and no successor crowned, the Temple of the One will be dark for the first time in centuries. The Elder Council rules in the Emperor's absence by ancient tradition. Chancellor Akato heads the Elder Council and is the closest thing the Empire has to a leader right now. But the Blades answer only to the Emperor, of course. We are not an arm of the government. He is a priest in the chapel of Akatosh in Kvatch. He never knew that he was Uriel Septim's son. You need to find him at once and bring him safely back here. The Daedra Prince of Destruction, an inveterate foe of all mortal races. He was involved with Jagar Tharn's plot against the Empire years ago. It doesn't surprise me to find his hand in the current calamity. Yes, Boris told you right. I am the Grand Master of the Blades. We serve the Emperor and the Septim bloodline. Talos is our patron. You wonder to find me here? Discretion is our watchword. Only a few of us have the honor to serve publicly in the Imperial Guard. Waste no time. You must find Martin before the enemy does.
Come on, run while there's still time. The guard still holds the road, but it's only a matter of time before they're overwhelmed. God's blood. You don't know, do you? Daedra overran Kvatch last night. There were glowing portals outside the walls, gates to Oblivion itself. There was a huge creature, something out of a nightmare, came right over the walls, blasting fire that swarmed around it, killing. Go and see for yourself. Kvatch is a smoking ruin. We're all that's left. Do you understand me? Everyone else is dead. It was Savli and Matthias. Some of the other guards helped some of us escape. They cut their way out, right through the city gates. Savlian says they can hold the road. No, I don't believe him. Nothing can stop them. If you'd seen it, you'd know. I'm getting out of here before it's too late. They'll be here any minute, I'm telling you. Run when you can.
I just can't sleep. I lie down and close
I'm just
my eyes.
tired. We've been hit hard, but we'll come back. If you mean the priest, I don't think he made it out of the city. Very few of us did. But Savlian Matthias might know more. He's in charge of the city guard that are defending the camp. You'll find him at the barricade at the top of the road. He's still trying to hold what's left of the guard together. Be seeing you.
I just can't sleep.
What? A gate opened and Deirdre poured out. Everybody ran, or they died. I don't know how the fire started, but it burned Kvatch to the ground. Take care.
I know what you're talking about. I don't even try. You picked a bad time to visit Kvatch. Go look for yourself. The town is gone, and most of its people. The Daedra came out of the gate in the middle of the night. People who fought died. People who ran, they at least had a chance. Bye.
Hope is gone. The Imperial line is dead. The Covenant is broken. The enemy has won. Things go from bad to worse nowadays. Priests murdered on the chapel altar. Oh, what next? The Imperial line is dead, and the gods have forsaken us. Where is our blessing? Where is our protection? Where are our gods? The enemy triumphs, and we die alone. Lord Dagon is the enemy. He is the Prince of Destruction, and the Daedra are his servants. The chapel is cast down, and the faithful, my friends, all dead. The enemy has won, and we are destroyed. Leave me alone. Show me what you've got. Stand back, civilian. This is no place for you. Get back to the encampment at once. We lost the damn city. That's what happened! It was too much. Too fast. We were overwhelmed. Couldn't even get everyone out. There are still people trapped in there. Some made it to the chapel, but others were just run down in the streets. The Count and his men are still holed up in the castle, and now we can't even get back into the city to help them, with that damned Oblivion gate blocking the way. The only thing we can do, we'll try to hold our ground, that's what. If we can't hold this barricade, those beasts could march right down and overrun the encampment. I have to try and protect the few civilians that are left. It's all I can do now. My home! My goddamn home in flames! It kills me that I can't get in there and do something! We couldn't have been any less prepared for this. Seems like they came out of nowhere. There were just so many of them. If only I had a way to strike back at the enemy. But we can't leave the barricade until that Oblivion gate is closed. You mean the priest? Last I saw him, he was leading a group towards the chapel of Akatosh. If he's lucky, he's trapped in there with the rest of them, at least safe for the moment. If he's not... Some kind of portal to Oblivion. The enemy used them to attack the city. They appeared outside the walls, and Daedra poured out. They've opened one right in front of the city gates. Until that gate is closed, the best I can do is try to hold these barricades. You want to help? You're kidding, right? If you're serious, maybe I can put you to use. It'll likely mean your death, though. Are you sure? I don't know how to close this gate, but it must be possible, because the enemy closed the ones they opened during the initial attack. You can see the marks on the ground where they were, with the great gate right in the middle. I sent men into the gate to see if they could find a way to shut it. They haven't come back. If you can get in there, find out what happened to them. If they're alive, help them finish the job. If not, see what you can do on your own. The best I can say is good luck. If you make it back alive, we'll be waiting for you. Good luck. It's a brave thing. What's the matter? Get inside! I just... Thank the Nine. I never thought I'd see another friendly face. The others... taken. They were taken to the tower. Captain Mattias sent us in to try and close the gate. We were ambushed, trapped, and picked off. I managed to escape, but the others are strewn across that bridge. They took Menian off to the big tower. You've got to save him. I'm getting out of here. The captain is still holding the barricade? I figured I was the last one left alive. All right. I'll try to get out of here and let the captain know what's going on.